Paris. Vous nous avez manqué.
A spontaneous move sent the entire Stade de France stadium into hysterics, even making the French president shake his head in awe. Welcome back to GOLDENKOOKTV, the place for the most exclusive information about the Golden Maknae. That night in Paris, Jeon Jungkook didn't just perform, he truly took over Europe with his absolute charisma. How did Jungkook's crazy act successfully bewitch the presidential security detail and the country's top officials? Let's dive into this historic night. The roar of thousands of couples immediately shattered the silence of the French night. This wasn't just an ordinary music performance. It was the opening night of BTS's highly anticipated global tour in Europe. Paris, known as the fashion capital of the world, transformed that night into a sea of people filled with magical energy. From the moment the stadium lights dimmed, the atmosphere inside the arena felt intimate yet incredibly powerful, promising a series of surprises that would linger in the memories of every fan in attendance. However, before the 7 BTS members even stepped onto the main stage, an unusual sight in the stadium's most exclusive area immediately captured the public's attention. In the main VIP stand, located at the highest point with a direct view of the entire stage, was the #1 person in France, President Emmanuel Macron, accompanied by his wife, Brigitte Macron. The arrival of the French couple immediately sparked a wave of excitement, both among the audience inside the stadium and on social media. Despite arriving under extremely tight and layered security protocols, stadium surveillance cameras repeatedly captured their arrival in the honorary stand. Many army members were completely unaware that BTS's opening concert in France would be attended by the head of state. The presence of Macron and his wife seemed to symbolize the massive influence of BTS's music, an artistic force capable of breaking down language barriers, transcending cultural boundaries, and even penetrating the formalities of world government bureaucracy. The simmering tension finally broke as the stadium lights slowly dimmed completely. The crowd's initial murmurs of cheers quickly transformed into a roar that tore through the Parisian night sky. A heavy bass beat began to vibrate the stadium floor, followed by a magnificent opening visual on the giant LED screen. When the digital curtain opened, revealing 7 human silhouettes on the main stage, the entire stadium seemed to melt into a sea of unstoppable emotion. Among the 7 stars, the public's attention was once again magnetically drawn to the Golden Maknae, Jungkook. From his first steps on stage, he immediately radiated an explosive energy. For his opening performance, Jungkook chose an all-black ensemble that exuded a combination of mysterious, powerful, and yet incredibly elegant aura. He wore a shiny black leather jacket with a textured, studded embellishment, giving a modern and characterful impression. Underneath the jacket, he wore a plain black tank top, giving a minimalist yet classy impression. His look was accentuated by futuristic sunglasses that perfectly framed his face, and black leather gloves with buckle details that further emphasized his bold, masculine streetwear concept. To complete the look, a string of layered silver chains adorned his neck, beautifully paired with small silver earrings that sparkled whenever the stage lights hit. Every movement Jungkook made on stage perfectly blended with the splendor of the concert's lighting. His steps oozed absolute confidence. The precision of his sharp dance moves, combined with the stability of his impeccable vocals, captivated the tens of thousands of eyes in attendance that night. Then came an unexpected moment that would go down in the history of their tour. As the music entered a more dynamic and fast-paced section, a drone camera flew low, slowly approaching Jungkook's performance. At large-scale concerts, Drones like these are usually tasked with capturing footage from a safe distance to provide a cinematic perspective for the audience on the big screen. But that night, a remarkable, spontaneous act occurred beyond the script. Just as the drone passed directly in front of his face, Jungkook, who was singing live at the time, reflexively reached out his hand with lightning speed. In just one single, incredibly fluid motion, he managed to catch the flying drone with one hand. Without stopping the song he was singing even a single moment. This daring and ingenious act actually made the entire show feel much more lively, intimate, and incredibly entertaining. Within seconds, tens of thousands of fans' phones were raised in the air, capturing the rare moment, their screens lighting up the darkness of the stadium. What made the atmosphere that night even more captivating was the reaction from the grandstand. The stadium's main camera immediately focused on the faces of President Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron, who were enjoying the concert. As the drone footage captured by Jungkook was broadcast on the stadium's giant screen, the president broke into a wide smile. Shortly after, Macron gave a thumbs up as a sign of appreciation and admiration for this spontaneous, highly entertaining act. The head of state's simple gesture immediately sparked a roar of cheers from the entire audience. The stadium erupted in unison. Although the thumbs up was simply a spontaneous gesture caught on camera, it quickly became the hottest topic of conversation throughout the night. For fans, this moment symbolized tangible validation that BTS's performance that night truly entertained everyone, including the visiting dignitaries in the VIP stands. After the tension subsided, the concert moved into its next phase, with the energy escalating even further. For the next set, Jungkook returned to the stage after a second outfit transition, showcasing a completely different aesthetic. This time, he opted for a more casual style, yet still exuded a strong, high-fashion aura. Jungkook wore an oversized tie-dye shirt in a combination of green and deep black, featuring a signature Balenciaga touch, particularly visible in the Gothic-style logo applique on the front. Underneath, he layered the shirt with a white long-sleeve t-shirt, creating a modern layering effect. This relaxed, premium streetwear style was complemented by dark blue denim pants and a large sports watch on his left wrist. His iconic silver chain necklace remained around his neck, pairing beautifully with the series of ear and lip piercings that have become Jungkook's fashion statement in recent years. With this second outfit, Jungkook seemed to be seeking a more personal connection with his fans. His charisma remained undeterred. Instead, he appeared incredibly warm as he ran from one side of the stage to the other, greeting every corner of the stadium with a wave and a sweet smile. Throughout the physically demanding concert, Jungkook's vocal quality remained at its highest level. He was able to execute high notes with remarkably consistent accuracy. Every breath he took sounded clean and powerful. Remarkable technical feat considering the high intensity of his non-stop dancing. The concert didn't stop there, as the next set featured another stunning visual transformation. For his third performance, Jungkook appeared in an equally eye-catching style. He wore an oversized faded blue denim jacket adorned with metal studs. The minimalist Balenciaga logo on the chest still gave a strong sense of exclusivity. Underneath the denim jacket, he wore a black t-shirt with a bright green tie-dye motif on the collar, paired with a graphic that read Balenciaga in an edgy metal music font. This combination of denim blue, black, and neon green created a stunning visual contrast under the spotlights. As blue and purple lasers began to shoot across the stadium, Jungkook's outfit lit up, creating a truly magical visual spectacle on the giant LED screen. Overall, each costume change that night seemed to reveal a different layer of Jeon Jungkook's character. The first outfit showcased his bold and dominant charisma. The second revealed a casual, warm, and approachable side, while the third exuded a modern, artistic aura and a strong sense of confidence. While all 7 BTS members performed exceptionally well and complemented each other that night, Jungkook's spontaneous drone capture, his solid vocal stability, and his flawless choreography execution were undeniable proof of why he is considered a world-class performer in his own right.